Darren Waller out here wearing thongs and shit. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. You already know what time it is, man. Welcome to the OakLosVegas Raiders Network. You know what time it is, man. It's your boy Graphk Raider. Salute to everybody here in the building. I see Raider Vengeance, Marcel Kellenberger. You already know Lenny Danger is in the building. What's good, King? Bobby H. Man, Devin Brown, Isaiah Randolph. Salute to everybody. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button, man. I cannot get to my next goal without you guys and your assistance, man. We're trying to get to 20K by the time the season starts. We have a lot of room, to make up for. You know what I mean? We got a lot of shit to make up for, but I believe we can get there, okay? I think we're about 1,000, maybe 1,100 away. I need your guys' assistance. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. You already know what time it is, man. Salute. Today, we're going to talk about Davante Adams. His interview on Dan Patrick's show, I believe. Him talking about Josh Jacobs and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about the PUP list and what the PUP list means. I see a lot of people out there freaking out about Tyree Wilson and Byron Young, our first and third round picks, starting off rookie training camp on the PUP list. All I'm going to say is this: no reason to panic, you guys. No reason to panic. We're going to be okay. You already know what it is, but we're going to break that down here shortly, man. Salute to Sniper Jones. I see all my people here in the building, man. You already know what time it is, man. Look, y'all, look, I wanted to have some fun with you guys today. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing some things on the internet, man. I'm seeing, former tight ends wearing thongs and shit. I was like, you know what, man, I want to have some fun with the nation today. And kind of, hey, man, look, it's slow right now. Football is right around the corner. I just want to share some laughs with my peoples. And yeah, man, we're gonna go from there, man. Let me see. Making this drive home, hella enjoyable, G. Salute to Joel Garcia. Appreciate you, family. You already know what time it is. Oh, Top, you didn't see it? You didn't see it? Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. Look, hey, shout out to my brother Wasted, man. Hey, that man, Darren Waller, went to New York and started wilding immediately, man. Let's just say that. He says, "Say what? Yeah, let's say what to say, what? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Oh, I'm not logged in, man. I'm not logged in. What are we talking about here, man? My dog out here wilding, man. He out here wilding, man. Man out here wilding, man. Yeah, let's get that off the screen, please, immediately. Yo, salute, man. Q, man. Yeah, man. Our boy Waller out here wilding, man. You know what I mean? He out here putting bad rap records into the universe, and now he out here modeling thongs and shit. It's crazy, but that's no longer our problem. At the end of the day, he's a New York Giant. I'll tell you one thing, though. Michael Mayer would never. Austin Hooper would never. Jesper Horsted would never. OJ Howard? I don't know, man. His His career hasn't gone the way he thought it was supposed to go. So I don't know. Maybe if ESPN threw him a bag or something, he may do it. I don't know. Shout out to OJ Howard, though. But yeah, man, let's have some fun today, you guys. Salute to everybody here in the building. I see, yeah, man, Waller out here modeling now, man. It's getting carried away. He said, Bert said, Waller did some pregnancy photos. Salute to Unknown Docs. Do you think Jacobs is going to stay or walk? I think he's going to stay. I think he's going to stay. Look, at the end of the day, man, yes, he's hurting right now. He's pissed off. This is his team. He's frustrated. But at the end of the day, the market is the market. And I think at some point, he's going to truly understand that. You know what I mean? Look, we all take, there's different ways of processing everything, right? In a minute, he'll probably humble himself a little bit and say, you know what? I'm going to take that money. It's the business. It's the business, you guys. It's the business. But he ain't going nowhere. Josh Jacobs will be a Raider come week 1. Salute to my dog, Jacob, on a $10 donation. Salute to my guy. Are you going to be in Vegas week 6 Patriots game? Me and my dad and brother are going. It's his first ever Raiders game, and we would love to meet up with you. Raiders, come on, bro. Jacob, yes, I'll be out there, King. Let me know where you are. Let's get a beer and let's shoot this shit, bro. Yes, tell the family I would definitely love to meet them. Let's kick game when I touch down, Jake. You already know what time it is, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, man, I got to say this real quick, too. Salute to my Blackout family, man. Today, I was supposed to be in Las Vegas, you guys, for the Battle of Las Vegas. The Golden Knights are playing the Raiders in a softball game in Las Vegas. I believe it's out there in Summerlin. We had a dope interview lined up. I couldn't make it because today is my son's birthday, but my brother Cody held it down. We had this locked in a while ago. It actually really, truly, it was going to happen, but it really got locked in Thursday night. We have a new podcast, you guys, coming out here with Nate Hobbs. Just had him out there, Blue Wire, at the studio. Man, you guys are going to love this. The look is phenomenal. Family first, man. Like I said before, my twins' B-Day is today. We went out and kicked the wood and party and all that good stuff. But our brother Raider Cody interviewed our corner, Nate Hobbs. So stay tuned for that. Once the audio podcast comes out and the visual, I will make sure to share it all over the place for you guys to see. It looks phenomenal, and I'm hearing that the interview went really, really well. Let me show you guys this real quick before we keep the show going. Salute once again to my Blackout family. Shit looked amazing. Right there at the win in the Blue Wire Studios. Got my brother Cody and Nate Hobbs there, man. Salute to my brother Barcode, Raider Cody, Blue Wire, Blackout. You already know what time it is, man. Let me see. He said, oops, so from Turf Toe to Thong Song. I like that. I like that. Shout to Raider 77. Salute to my brother Hammer in the building. King, you at home? Let me know, bro. If you are, pull up on me. Let me see. Anyone coming to Buffalo week 2, let me know so we can link up for the game. We were planning on going out to Jerome, but we're going to be in Vegas the following week. First home game against Pittsburgh, so we will not be out there. But have fun, brother. Have fun. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. We're almost 200 deep. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button. You know what time it is. The grind is real. Blackout family, salute. You already know. And those home game parties are going to be clicking. The party buses are going to be clicking. We got a lot in store this upcoming season, you guys. Stay tuned for that. Let's get to it, you guys. Shout to One Up. I see you in the building. Shout to Clark. Happy birthday to you as well, family. You already know what time it is. Let's talk about this here real quick, you guys. Yesterday, the news came out that our first round pick, Tyree Wilson, is not quite ready to go yet. He was put on the PUP list as soon as rookie training opened up. Kind of a shocker with Byron Young, our third rounder. But from what I'm hearing behind the scenes, you guys, it's about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks at most that he will be back. What I'm hearing is it's a lower body injury, but it's nothing serious. They're just precautionary. They're making sure that Byron Young is ready to go week 1. But from what I'm hearing, he was put on the PUP list. It's just precautionary things, precautionary reasons. You know what I mean? They want to make sure they do not hurt him. And Tyree passed his physical, you guys, from what I'm hearing. Also, Tyree Wilson passed his physical. It's just they are being very, very cautious and very, very patient with both of our guys. These guys are going to play a pivotal role on that defensive line. This upcoming season. So I get it. They're making sure that these guys are ready to go week one. Yes, they're going to miss a little bit of rookie training camp. It sucks. You don't want to see these guys miss any downs, any snaps at this point. But at the end of the day, these guys are going to be ready, prepared to go. Savage, my apologies. It wasn't my Wi-Fi. It was I switched over and something happened. But my apologies. We back rocking. But nothing to stress about, you guys. From what I'm hearing, Tyree Wilson will be ready to go week one. He will be out there shortly. And also Byron Young, once again, I'm hearing it was a lower body injury. I do not know. I'm hearing it was his leg, but I can't really, don't quote me on that. But I'm hearing it's a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks for him to be back. So there's nothing to worry about when it comes to our rookies at this point. And rumors are starting to fly also that Jimmy G may open up training camp next week or this upcoming week on the PUP list. Do not be shocked, you guys, if that happens as well. This regime is playing it very, very, very smart. They want to make sure that these guys are going to play a lot for us this year, are ready to go when football matters the most. Jimmy G is a veteran. It sucks for Tyree and Byron Young, especially Byron Young, because I think that he needed as many snaps as possible going into rookie training camp, because we're pretty deep at the defensive tackle position now. You know what I mean? And I wanted to see Byron Young go out there and get as many reps as possible before he faces those veterans. You know what I mean? Come, when they all come together out there in Las Vegas. But do not be shocked if Jimmy G starts training camp on the PUP list as well. They're going to be very, very patient with our new quarterback that just signed a 3-year deal. We all know he's coming up off that foot injury. Want to make sure we don't rush him out there, but he will be ready to go week one. So salute to everybody here in the building. PUP list, physically unable to perform list. It technically doesn't mean they're physically unable to perform. It just means they're being precautionary. That's it. I got to say that word a million times. Precautionary measures. That's it. They're not trying to throw these guys out there and get them hurt before real football occurs. You know what I'm saying? So if the season started tomorrow, I'm hearing Tyree will be good and ready to go. And Byron Young would probably miss a week and a half, 2 weeks tops with what he's dealing with. So, Mac, I seen that, man. I seen that. It looks as though the Chiefs are having their own problems right now, paying their star defensive tackle, Chris Jones. It looks as though he may sit out for training camp. Look, Chris Jones, they don't love you, bro. They don't appreciate you. They don't care about you in Kansas City. If I were you, I'd sit out the season for the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Just sit it out, man. Just look, prove a point. You know what I mean? Prove a point. You know what I mean? Sit out. Sit out. Every week of the season, sit out, Chris Jones. Look, sit out. You know, that's just me, though. You know what I mean? Salute to 77. Glad that Tyree passed. He's got to be 100 to be a key piece of the D, and hope Byron gets back healthy too. Do not rush him. Facts, 77. Devil, you know what's funny? We're supposed to actually have him, that guy that dropped that video on Twitter, on the show. We were talking the other day on Twitter. They have their own YouTube page. We were actually kind of going back and forth on Twitter about having him come on the show and actually kind of break down that video that they put out. I didn't really get a chance to really watch it in depth because, this week has been really, really crazy with me and my family. My son's birthdays and all the other good stuff and a lot of other stuff going on. But I'll break that video down soon, Devil. I got you. I definitely got you. Salute to my little bro in the building.
What's good, bro? What's going on? Hey, shit.
What's good with you, man?
Happy birthday to my nephews.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure to tell them they in the room right now playing on the iPad with their cousins and shit. You know, the Roblox, it's real in them streets, man.
Oh, my God.
You already know
that game, man.
Hey, let me ask you, did you check out the Davante and Dan Patrick interview?
I heard what he had to say. And
so what's your take on that?
I think it should put people at ease. Like, at least you have a leader of this team right now that's talking to him, that's in constant talks with him about everything going on. Look, we've talked about this ad nauseum, and I'm kind of over it at this point.
Yeah.
We know what's going to happen. He will just stay at home, Not saying he ain't gonna do anything, but he'll be getting his own personal work in. He doesn't have to be at the facility to do that. He will be there come week 1, the beginning of week 1, guys, not just showing up game day, but he will be there with the team come week 1, ready to rock. So at this point, just it's a conversation that doesn't even need to be had anymore.
A few words, you guys, that Davante said to Dan Patrick. I quote, "I just told him to keep his head." Adams told Patrick, "This is my 10th year now. I've been through the contract process. I told him 3 times now. It's a little easier when you first come in. And once you start doing your thing on the field, and then makes things a little more interesting come contract time." So I basically just told him, I understand where he is coming from. You got to do what you got to do in order to feel your worth. And you can't just do something that your heart's not in. So at the end of the day, if it doesn't make sense to you, you got to do what you got to do. But at the same time, I tried to present all the things to him. I like that. You guys take that right there and run with it. But at the same time, I tried to present all the things to him. The positives of coming back. Adam said, he and I are really close. So when it comes to the connection, I just try to remind him of the opportunities we have to potentially do something special together. And I also let him know that I play with a great deal of running backs, really good running backs. And it's only a handful that I feel like I can literally go to war with. And he is one of those guys, man. I love Davante Adams, man. I feel like he just says everything right all the damn time, man. You know what I mean? But salute to Davante, man. And I love that he said that. He presented all options, right? Letting them know, like, look, you know, I get it. Hold out if this is what's best for you. But at the end of the day, he's saying this business is short, Josh. Get your bag. And we may not have this many years together. You know what I'm saying? Like Davante's, you know, above 30 now. We don't know how long Davante's going to be a Raider. And I think he's going to retire a Raider, period. You know what I'm saying? But I was lagging a little bit because I switched screens. I'm getting off of StreamYard here soon. Hammer is moving me over to another program here shortly, you guys. So I appreciate you guys for letting me know I was lagging a little bit. But I love it, man. Mondo. I didn't even post that today, brother. I did not post it. Let me put that out there real quick. But I love that. Go ahead.
Let me answer this question real quick from Great Southern. Salute to you, bro. Do you think fullback will be used more this season to take over the running back role like a Mike Allstott? No. And for the simple fact that the fullback position is another position in this league right now that maybe a handful of teams carry fullbacks realistically and utilize their fullbacks. So we're not going to see anything like that. And like I said, I'm convinced at this point with this whole situation, he will be there week 1. He will play this season under that tag, which for those that don't know, he will be the 4th highest paid running back in the league under this tag. I think he plays out this season. I am convinced that he is going to ball out similar to what he did last season with the Raiders. And there's a good chance we might see him very well get a 3-year extension next offseason, and he will finish a Raider. Take it to the bank, take it however you guys want, but that's my view on that right now.
Salute. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. Also, man, hit that subscribe button. Also, subscribe to my brother. I didn't know he was around, so I would have connect both the channels, bro. I had no clue. But you guys, let everybody know where to follow you at on YouTube real quick for those who do not know.
Raider Nation News today, like your life depended on it. We still look. I haven't been on. We all know that. We're trying to get to 6,500 right now. Ultimate goal by season's end is 10K. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you nothing, guys. Appreciate y'all. Salute,
GA. And you know what's funny? I told both my boys because they said they wanted to come on the screen with me today. Now they totally forgot that I'm live. They literally just went in the room and they're doing their own thing. I told them, I said, anything that comes on this show today in terms of supers, I told them, I said, look, we're going to go to Sports Academy. One of them don't like sports, and I'm just trying to work with them. Like yesterday, his uncle bought him like some skates and some other shit to try and get him a little bit more active in the sports thing. But one of my sons, man, mouthpieces, helmets, all that other shit. So I told him we're going to academy. So GA, I'm gonna make sure that I shoot that $5 donation to my sons. That's theirs. Shout out to GA. I appreciate you, family. Let me see. Sounds good. Hammer makes a lot of sense. Did you hear Austin Eckler is setting something up? Yes, I did hear that. I just don't know what it's going to do, Hammer. I mean, what do you think about this? Apparently, he's setting up a Zoom with all the top names at the running back position, and they're going to try and put something in play. How do you feel about that, man?
Good luck with that. That's all I'm going to say. Because look, I've talked. This is another thing I've brought up a couple of times over the last few weeks when it comes to the collective bargaining agreement. Does not reset. So you're going to see a lot of these running backs on rookie contracts right now that are going to be looking to get a bag. They're going to be sadly mistaken. You got Najee Harris who's going to be due soon. Breece Hall is going to be due in another 3 years. Bijan Robinson will be due probably. I have a feeling that eventually the Falcons will pick up his 5th year option. So he's got 5 years, but good luck with that. Good, like seriously. And to hear all the tweets that we saw from the running backs the day that the deadline passed.
Yeah.
And for some of these running backs to say what they said, most specifically Christian McCaffrey.
CMC, Derrick Henry. I mean, all of them came out and kind of
Christian McCaffrey of all people. Criminal. Bro, you're making $19.5 million this year. That's criminal.
Yeah. That man is making quarterback money right now.
Dude, you were the last of the Mohicans, bro. Like,
yeah.
Enjoy your money, bro.
Yeah. Hey, CMC, spread that around a little bit this year, man. Give some of your homies a little bit of bread. You know what I mean? Or why don't you meet us halfway with Josh Jacobs and throw a couple meals on top of our shit to bring Josh back in? How about that? Salute to GA. That's what's up, Docs. Here's another. Tomorrow is my B-Day. Tell your boys that July guys rule. Salute to my dog and happy early birthday to my dog GA, Patriot as well. Yeah, CMC has no room to talk YouTube. I find it actually hilarious, bro. Like, but at the end of the day,
you're the one that said it during live, and I'm just like,
what happened?
Like you brought it up with CMC's tweet, and I'm just like, you really fucking said that? Like,
yeah, man.
Well, come on, bro.
It's criminal. For Doc's Junior's B-Day, salute to Pineapple, always supporting the channel family. They're definitely going to have a really good trip to Academy Sports because of this live stream. Salute to Pineapple. I appreciate you, brother, as always. Shout out to JT also for the twin who doesn't like sports. This goes for his new guitar. Girls love a musician, little man. And no, I come from the music world, JT, so I definitely agree with you. And me and my wife have both agreed that we think he's going to be into music and building and shit like that. So, JT, appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Van City as well. Happy belated birthday, King. You already know what time it is. Shout out to M85. Yes, they need the NFLPA involved. And I think at some point, if they stay at it, if they stay going, if they don't just do this for one off season and just fall off the rocker, you know what I'm saying? Like, then maybe they can get them involved, but they got to push harder. You know what I mean? Like I said yesterday on my live, these guys have to be willing to sit out, all of them. Like Derrick Henry and CMC have to say, oh, you're not going to pay Josh. You're not going to pay Dalvin Cook. You're not going to pay, all these Saquon Barkley. You're going to let the Giants just go out and pay James Robinson nothing to come in and potentially, take his starting spot. Well, we're all going to sit out. And do you think that any of these guys are going to do that? I don't. I don't think that CMC or Derrick Henry sit on the bench or sit at home week in and week out and take a pay cut, or, and lose money due to some other guys. They have to be willing to do that. They have to do that.
I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask the chat a question as well, because this is something that was brought to my attention over the last couple of days. People at my job have asked me about this, and like people out in the streets have like asked me about this. If you were in this situation right now and you're franchise tagged, and next season you're franchise tagged again, would you raise all hell about it, or would you be cool with it? Because if you think about it logically, you're getting $22 million guaranteed over 2 years.
Yeah.
We know that a lot, like we know the situation with Saquon, or at least I know because I've constantly been hearing about it on the East Coast in regards to he was commanding a lot when it came to the guaranteed money. Like, how would you feel if you were in this situation right now? And this goes for you and this goes for the chat as well. Would you guys be cool with $22 guaranteed million in the span of 2 years, or are you going to raise hell and you want more?
I mean, if you can get more, great. But, if you have to fall on the franchise tag back-to-back seasons, I wouldn't complain. I've said that a few times as well. That's $23 million guaranteed. At the end of the day, man, most people don't make that in their career. So look, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I would take that. I wouldn't complain about that at all. But, the thing is, Josh wants to be paid like a superstar. Everyone's telling him, Statistically, you were the best running back in the game last year. You should be paid like a superstar. If Christian McCaffrey is getting $19 million, I'm saying, and Dalvin Cook was supposed to get 14 before Minnesota let him go. Why am I not even anywhere near that? Why am I not in that conversation? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, yes, like he's going to fight for what he can get. But me personally, I don't see what the issue is. I don't. Like at the end of the day, I would franchise back to back. Cool. And then keep it pushing. And if you ball out.
Gerard, I'm saying, like, if your franchise tag 2 years in a row, like that money is guaranteed, man. Like that franchise tag is guaranteed money if you sign the tag. So there's only like 3 or 4 running backs making more than the tag. Exactly. And people don't seem to understand that. No, I get it and I tell you guys this all the time because people will be like, oh, like you go back and forth. No, like I know the ins and outs and I know from the business standpoint and understand the business standpoint very, very well. More than a lot of people do. Like I understand what these guys deserve and what they want, but at the same time, times have changed drastically. We know that this is a quarterback-driven league. I said this a couple of days ago. I'm pretty sure I said it when I was on with Docs. Like, look, right now as it stands, and this excludes kickers and punters, the running back position is the cheapest for a franchise tag. Yeah, and this is why these 3 teams did what they did, was because it's the cheapest one. The quarterback shot up from $18 million last offseason to now $32 million for the franchise tag. So I again, understand what they did. I know these guys aren't too thrilled about it. They want guaranteed money. They want this, they want that. But look, you guys are still getting paid. I do feel bad for Jacobs, but at the end of the day, it is a business. A lot of people are saying take the money in the chat. So, okay, they can chalk him off in 5 minutes. Like, look, we saw, was he with Washington or is he with Minnesota when he got tagged twice?
Kurt was with Washington.
Like, he got some nice money.
Bro, he got
for 2 straight years, man.
He get franchised like 2-3 years in a row. Bro, Kurt's one of the highest paid quarterbacks of all time. Like,
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. But look, I understand it. And to be honest, I seen someone say he wants, Kellenberger says he wants longer term security. Well, don't play running back. Kellenberger
is it Le'Veon Bell telling little kids now you better switch your position and switch your pass?
I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, 2 years back-to-back franchise tag, to me, that's security at the NFL level as a running back. What? Shit. Hey, look, go out there and ball out this year, get the franchise tag again, make more money. To me, that's security. But
I still am convinced that, look, he plays it out, and we could potentially, if he runs it back the way he did last season, we could potentially see a 3-year extension, maybe a 2. And he finishes his career Raider. Like, I think that's what we would all love to see. I know I want to. So we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes.
How do you feel about Tyree Wilson, man, this whole PUP situation, the physically unable to perform? Byron Young, from what I'm hearing, he's potentially out a week and a half, up to 2 weeks, with a lower body injury, from what I'm hearing, apparently. But I could be wrong. Like I said, don't quote me on that. But, how do you feel about the whole PUP situation? Because Tyree did pass his physical, so he is ready to go, but they're being very patient with their first rounder. How do you feel about this going into rookie training camp and seeing both your, first round, third round guys on a PUP list as it starts?
I'm fine with it, especially when it comes to Tyree. Like, look, Tyree is a very, very valuable piece to this franchise, whether people see it that way or not. Granted, he hasn't played a down of professional football yet. But look, they are protecting their investment right now.
Yeah.
He is another guy that he is here right now. He'll be locked in for 4, maybe 5 years, depending on performance over the first few years. I think they're protecting their investment at the same time. Look, he can be in the facility getting his PT work done throughout however long they're going to hold him back. But I'm fine with that. And when it comes to Young, look, a lower body injury, they're protecting him tremendously. Like they do this. You don't really hear this being said when it comes to football. This is an injury report that's normally used in hockey. They will say a lower body injury. They will not specify exactly what it is.
Yep.
As long as we know it's nothing serious, just another guy let him rest, let him do his PT treatment in the facility, and let it run its course, and he'll be fine.
And this is the Patriot way, you guys. For those who do not know, they put people on the injury report, right? Week in and week out to keep people all on their toes, right? To keep opposing teams on their toes. I swear Tom Brady was on the injury report, it seems like every week of his career. You know what I'm saying? Like they do this. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I know that right now people are nervous because these are two big, maybe cornerstone talents. But you know, they say that, you know, what's the saying, little bro, that you know, the future, what is it? The future, what is it saying now that everyone is using in Vegas, right? It's man, look, I'm high, man, so I don't know. Something in the Raiders' future. What is it? It's
oh God, don't make me think right now.
It sounds cliche as shit too. I forgot. Yeah, I'm high as fuck, bro. But I forgot what it is though. But like, look at the future. Look at the future, right? Like we have to think about the future. We're building this team for the future. This is a new regime in year 2. They want to make sure that these guys are here for the long term. You know what I mean? So you don't want to rush those guys out there just to appease some fans that are on social media screaming left and right about these guys potentially being hurt and this franchise missing out once again in the draft in the first round and blah, still not being able to hit. Because to me, this regime definitely hit. There it goes. The greatest of the Raiders is in the future. There you go, T-Rock. Something like that, along the lines of that.
Dave, let me answer your question real quick. The reason that the reason that I feel this way is just from the standpoint of, look, this regime came in last year. They declined the man's 5th-year option, right? They throw him out there in the Hall of Fame game, causes mass hysteria amongst the league and the reporters. Oh, he's going to be traded. He's going to go here. He's going to go there. Didn't happen, right? He silenced this front office with the work he did. Like, here's another part of it that I should have put at the beginning of this. They drafted 3 running backs. And a lot of us did have these talks on lives that, like, look, are these going to be the future featured backs of this franchise? I feel like Jacobs runs it back again this year to just shut these guys up and be like, look, I did this shit for you now 2 straight years. Fuck you. Pay me. That's it. That's my view on it. That's how I would feel about it. Like, I would feel somewhat disrespected with everything I did. Like, I led the league in rushing yards. I've been to 2 Pro Bowls. I've rushed for over 1,000 yards 3 of my first 4 years in the league. I have only missed 5 total games for my 4-year career. Like, I feel like he needs to just shut them up and be on some fuck you, pay me type bit next offseason if he runs it back.
There you go. Think about this. Franchise tag back-to-back seasons. He'll be 27 years old. If, you know, there's not a deal in play by that point. And at that point, 27 at the running back position these days is pretty much ancient. It's ancient, man. You know what I mean? Let me see. Amir Abdullah is the best running back that we got on the team. That's sorry.
Damn.
I got to disagree with you, Tyler, with that. I mean, I think that Amir Abdullah is a nice weapon, right? He's a nice little shiny weapon that we can use in the passing game here and there in the run game, but I don't think that he's the best running back that we have on this team. The thing is, we have not seen what most of these running backs that we have on this roster can even bring to the table yet. We haven't seen what any of these guys can bring. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait to get like next week or 2 more days pretty much, bro, until veterans report, and we don't have to talk about Josh Jacobs no more. I love Josh. I love him to death. I'm just so over this situation, bro. Like, I just can't wait because I knew this was going to turn into a fucking Josh Jacobs kind of show. I wanted to talk about Davante. We did. Talked about Tyree. I mean, there's not really a lot to talk about anyway, but god damn, bro. Like, shit, bro.
Where is it? I just saw another one. Fuck, where is it?
What happened?
Yeah, John, he's only got 4% in the franchise right now. Only 4%. And I have already seen things in regards to, is he going to play a role? Is he going to be a guy that they listen to when it comes to decision making with the Commanders? We'll see. We'll see. Like, it's not our monkey, not our circus, but we'll see what that franchise does over there.
Facts. They can't get any worse, and I think they're going to get better now moving on from old boys.
They showed everything the other day. It's like 24 years of that dude being the owner, and not that many playoff appearances. Their win percentage is like 30-something%. I was just like, you should have sold that team a long time ago.
Hey, Top, you know what's funny, man? We can definitely talk about the DBs because we now know, Monday that Marcus Peters is coming in for his physical. They're pretty much going to say, can you run? Yeah. You ready to go? Yeah. All right. Deal done. Right. Now the DB room looks totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like now, some guys that thought that they may have started, like Duke Shelley is not promised a starting position now. Like prior to Marcus Peters coming in, I thought that Duke Shelley would win one of those outside spots. You know what I mean? So now it changes things. It definitely changes things. Like Peters is coming in with knowing off the rip that one of those spots is his. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at Long's going to be gone. I'm seeing probably Amik as well. There's going to be at least 2, maybe 3 corners that are going to be cut.
Yeah. And I think Brandon Faison, I see Tyler talking about that. He's kind of like the tallest tallest corner that we have on this roster at this point. But they gave him some okay cash to come in. He's definitely gonna be playing this season for us. He'll definitely be on the roster come week 1. But he's not gonna be a starter. You know what I'm saying? Like I get, with Gus Bradley having him come in because that was his guy. You know what I mean? But look, I don't think that Graham is going to utilize this guy the way Gus did. I think it's going to be, like I said before, now it's Marcus Peters, it's Nate Hobbs, and it's Tyler Hall in the slot for me. And I think that Duke Shelley's still going to get a lot of snaps. He may not start. He's going to get a lot of snaps. I think David Long Jr. is going to make this roster. I do. I think they like Webb a lot. So maybe Webb gets some nice reps this season. But I don't know, man. The DB room is going to be very, very – I'm watching that competition at training camp very closely because I'm excited about that. Salute to GA, man. Hammer, if Jacobs grabs a Super Bowl MVP this year, they probably still going to tag him next season. Hey, you know what's funny, GA? I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked at all. Yeah, Jacorian high stakes Bennett. Like I love Bennett, but at the end of the day, we still got to see the speed is there, and the production was there at the collegiate level.
My guy.
But, yeah, I love Jacorian Bennett, but at the end of the day, I want to see we got to see what he looks like out there against the likes of Davante Adams, the likes of Hunter Renfrow and Jacoby Myers. Then we can kind of go from there. Question, Daxon Hammer: do you think Sincere, Zamir, and Brown can replace the top 3 running back in the NFL? I'll say this: each one of them single-handedly can never. But if you put them all together and form a Voltron type situation, I still don't think that they match the production, but I do think that that's what Josh wants for his offense to be. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not going to be Josh Jacobs.
That's what he wanted it to be last year. Presumably, look, you had a depth chart going into week 1 of 6 running backs. What team carries 6 running backs on a depth chart?
Yeah.
And didn't really utilize these guys. I'm pretty sure that every running back on that depth chart, minus Jacobs, of course, they had less than 15 carries on average right down the board. And again, Jacobs made up for 33% of the team's offensive yards last year.
Didn't Zeus have 17 carries all season long?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm like, there's no way, man.
Also, I think they realized that Britton wasn't ready yet. Sincere was on the IR, and they knew Brandon Bolden couldn't carry the weight. He's up there in age, and he's going to be more of a special teams guy. Amir got some nice little looks. I'll say he was probably the second most utilized running back on the roster last season. But let's get off the running back position. This season, I feel better about our safeties than the last 3 seasons. JT, I agree, brother. I agree. I'm excited about this safety room. I am, man. Palomau. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Epps, Trayvon Merrick coming in again. He has a lot to prove this upcoming season, man. I'm excited. Chris Smith, a guy that I think is still a starting spot in training camp. Our rookie out of Georgia. The safety room is going to be a lot of fun. The DB position in general, safety corner, just that's going to be a fun battle to watch in camp. I wish I could be there every single day out there in Vegas to actually watch that live because that's going to be a fun fun thing to witness, man. Salute to JT, dog. Let me see. Yeah, top. Mary better get his shit together. This is facts. Salute to everybody here in the building. What do you guys think about Aiden O'Connell? We can't think anything yet. Your name is here. There's nothing to really go off of. If we're gauging off of what his Purdue tape, I love what I see. I see a guy that's going to take, sometimes to his detriment, he's going to take some shots, but he has the arm strength. He can make every throw. His release, they've been saying it for years, not just because he's a Raider now, but they have been saying it's Tom Brady-esque, right? I think that he has the perfect coach to bring him up to the next level, to bring him up to the big leagues. I think Josh McDaniels and Aiden O'Connell, they're going to be like this. And I think eventually we're going to see it. This year, I'm not expected to see anything out of Aiden O'Connell. This is the Jimmy G show this season. Take that for how you may. I mean, it is what it is, for good or bad. It's the Jimmy G show, right? But I think when Aiden's number is called, he will be prepared to go. Let me just say that. I think, I like
this
that.
Is a really, really good question. And I actually had a conversation with somebody about this earlier today. I think Plant is going to run Kuntz out of Vegas.
Yeah.
That is my stone cold lead pipe today, man.
And it hurts my soul.
Yeah.
It hurts my soul because you guys know I was a Malcolm Kuntz enthusiast. I love Malcolm Kuntz coming out of Buffalo. I was the only guy that had him on my fucking mock draft week after week after week. And it sucks. But you're right, little bro. He's gonna take Malcolm Kuntz's spot. Adam Plant will play in his hometown, and he will be a Raider this season. And I think that he takes Malcolm Kuntz's spot. He'll be a rotational edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely gonna have a spot. I think that Thomas makes this shit clear.
We're just making a roster. We're not going in with a depth chart of 3 linebackers. It's not just going to be Masterson, Diablo, Spillane.
No.
Drake Thomas will be there.
Amari Burney will be there.
Bernie will be there.
We don't know about Darian Butler yet.
I think Butler's going to end up on the practice squad again,
unfortunately. So yeah, I think so too. I hope he makes the roster, for my own selfish reasons, because we had a homeboy that's his cousin. So I hope that Butler makes the roster. And I hope that Antonio Pierce gets that, be able to coach his guy at the next level this upcoming season as well. ASU ties and all that good stuff. But I mean, look, Drake Thomas is making this roster. Period.
Mondo's got a good question. This is for you, because you just said Kuntz definitely was your guy.
Yeah, he can't play the run. I'm gonna be real with you. At the next level, he didn't really struggle against the run in Buffalo, but he wasn't great against the run in Buffalo. You know what I mean? And I knew that was going to be a problem. When Khalil Mack came out of Buffalo, and I don't want to even fucking tie these two together, but it's Buffalo, right? We knew that Khalil can play the run at a high level and get to the quarterback at a high level. Malcolm Kuntz can get to the quarterback. He can rush the passer. But the problem was he really, he's not really that good against the run. You know what I'm saying? And look, that's it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they went and got Chandler Jones, right? This is a guy that they believe in. I know that people think that he struggled last year, but he did last year what Kuntz can't do: set the edge, play the run. You know what I'm saying? And then they had a few other guys, which Bilal Nichols, I hope that he is that guy this year. He's finally healed up from that injury that he had. Look, man, I don't know why I just went to the DT position. I'm just thinking about the defensive line as a whole, but I just, with Kuntz, man, I think the run game, it struggled against the run. And, I think that these guys, this defense in particular, not like Gus Bradley, where you'll throw out a Yannick because he can get to the quarterback. These guys want guys that are two-way players on the edge. Max can play the run. He can get to the quarterback. Chandler can get to the quarterback, and he can also play the run. They want guys that are versatile and can do both things. And to be real with you, Malcolm Kuntz also comes from a previous regime. These guys have no ties to him at all. You know what I mean?
If you think about the edge rushers that we currently have in regards to Tyree, Chandler, and Crosby, all 3 of these guys could actually play hybrid.
Yeah.
Chandler, we've already seen it. But with Tyree and Max, if they're asked to potentially go play flats or play a hook to curl and go to outside linebacker, these guys could do it. So it's definitely a scheme fit. It's definitely Patrick Graham's type of defense. So, and I think I do believe that Crosby caught on incredibly quick. I know he was incredibly nervous about having to stand up on the line. At times, he wasn't too thrilled about that when Graham came in, but Graham coached him up. He developed that skill real quickly, and we saw what he was capable of. So,
Severe, I get what you're saying because Javen was a safety converted to linebacker at UNLV. They both play at UNLV. So I get the comparison of what you mean. I know you don't mean specifically by position or whatnot, but I think that Adam Plant is going to be totally different than Javen White. I was really high on Javen, watched him at UNLV, very athletic. The athleticism popped off the screen. But Adam Plant, man, is just a dog. The thing with Adam Plant that's different, the discipline. Just put his head down and go play ball. This is a guy that literally, I don't know if you guys are familiar with his family, but like he was created to play football. This is what he was set on earth to do. You know what I mean? And you're going to see that week in and week out with Adam Plant. That's why I think that he makes this roster. And the one reason, you know, let's just say he doesn't pop out like that at preseason too much. They got to be careful putting him on the practice squad. You can protect a few guys, right? How does that? Because they keep changing this damn rule.
It's like it's not a handful. It's less than I'm pretty sure it's less than 5, and the practice squad only holds 16 players.
Well, if we do, we may want to protect him because I'm telling you now, there's going to be you can never have that many edge rushers, and some team is going to pop out and say we want Adam Plant, and we're going to lose him. So this guy. Just give Malcolm Kuntz a spot. It hurts my soul. I met Malcolm, good dude. Talked to him about coming on the show. He actually watches the show. You know what I mean? Spoke with his brother. Good dude. Good dude. My kids loved him. Great heart, great spirit. I just don't think that he's going to make this roster. And like I said before, man, you know, last year, pretty much he was just on special teams. That's pretty much where he was. Shout out to Mondo, man. If a player, let me read that super real quick.
Yeah.
If a player is hurt, misses games, do they get money? Yes.
Yeah, they get paid.
Yeah, definitely, Mondo. Definitely. Let me see. I love watching Robert Spillane and Derrick Henry smash at the goal line. Tyler, that was a beautiful, beautiful play. But let's not act as though that's not like that's not Robert Spillane's like highlight reel of his career. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like
y'all know how I feel about Spillane.
I know.
It's no disrespect.
None. None.
Free agency, this was not the sexiest signing during free agency, man. I was like, what? Why?
Yeah. But I knew what they were trying to do. They went and got a younger version of Denzel Perryman in Patrick Graham's eyes. A guy that can play the run is kind of he's suspect in coverage, but a guy that can, you know, a sure tackler. I don't know, man. I'm not expecting too much out of Robert Spillane. But do I like the pickup? Yeah. Do I love the pickup? No. So, you know, let me see. Yes, Chandler Jones is in different shape this year. Looks like his brother. This is facts.
Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely does.
And a lot of outside linebacker in his future, in the near future, GA for Chandler Jones, man. Elite, this is facts. Spillane is fundamentally sound, fast recognition of what's happening. And you need that at the linebacker position. There's still, but like what little bro is kind of alluding to is there's just some deficiencies in this game that we're like, damn, you know, like it sucks to watch. You know, when Denzel, right? And I was one of these guys, and it hurts my soul. And I said this to Denzel. I was one of those guys that wanted to get younger at the linebacker position. I said it openly that I'm cool with moving on from Denzel Perryman. But like the defense looked totally different with Denzel on the field. The energy levels, it looked different, bro. Like if it seemed as though when Denzel was on the field, our D line was better. They were in the quarterback's face. You know what I mean? Like it's like certain players bring that out of people, and Denzel Perryman is one of them. Spillane's not. He's not that guy.
I think Diablo is going to be that guy this year. Like he's already commanded the respect of that locker room and his teammates on defense. I think he's going to be that guy that brings the energy on this defense this coming year, especially now they're giving him the oh my God, the responsibility of holding the green dot now too. Yeah. Diablo is going to be that guy. He's going to be that voice. He's going to be that presence and that energy for that defense. He's definitely going to be an anchor to that defense.
Has to stay healthy. But let me tell you something. Absolutely. Divine Diablo, his rookie year. I don't know if you guys remember that interview where he was like, these guys don't want to come out and practice. Like he called people out his rookie season. That's the kind of motherfucker you want in your locker room, man. So hopefully Divine Diablo keeps that same energy this upcoming season, and hopefully he's available all year long. Shout out to Black Sales. What's good, brothers? I think Jacobs will play week 1. I'm excited about the possibility of getting Peters Monday. What games are you guys going to? I'll be at all the home games. I know all the Shillmore is going to be together. Pittsburgh, week 3. But shit, I don't want to say all of them yet. I'm just going to say I'll be out in Vegas a lot this season, and then we're trying to figure out a few road games to hit up as well. So stay tuned, Black Sales. Shout out to you, my brother, on a $5 donation, and always love with my dog, man, Black Sales. Let me see. There was something that I wanted to bring up over here. Rowdy, no. Kuntz is not going to make the roster over Jordan Willis. This guy, man, he played for that 49ers stout defensive line last year. The Niners were pissed that they lost him in free agency. Fans were pissed that they lost him in free agency. If he can make somewhat of a difference on that great D line with all those names around him, I think that he's going to work wonders for us. I don't see any way, shape, or form that Malcolm Kuntz makes this roster over Jordan Willis at all. If anything, it has to be over Adam Plant. Like, it has to be over him, the UDFA out of UNLV. I think Jordan Willis is like a shoe-in. I could be wrong, though. But I just think that this is a guy that can kick inside and kick out. You know what I mean? He presents, a lot more versatility than a Malcolm Kuntz. You know what I mean? Would I love to see a Malcolm Kuntz in some of those NASCAR packages, though? Definitely. That would be great. But I think that he's only competing with the likes of Adam Plant. I think that Jordan Willis has the up and up on him, more of a veteran. And like I said, coming off from that great D-line with the Niners, I think that, there's no challenge there. I sent mine to you and Hammer. Live Raiders football is right around the corner. Can't wait, man. Shout out to my dog, SinCal, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Yes, sir. Salute to my dog, man. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. You already know what time it is. Make sure you wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button. Just a Q&A today, you guys. Let's have some fun. I got my little bro in the building. Let's talk some football, man. Let me see. Not to hate on Peters, but I prefer the upside of Duke Shelley over Peters for that second starting spot. Ardo, but the great thing is this, right? Go in there and beat him out. Go in there and beat him out. Because look, pause. At the end of the day, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Pause if necessary again. But I'll say this. Let's say this, right? What if Duke does go in there and wins one of those outside perimeter spots, right? He's just balling. Move Nate Hobbs back to the nickel. Have Marcus Peters on the other side. Boom. Nothing wrong with having Peters and Shelley on the outside with Nate Hobbs on the inside. That's what I would preferably have anyway.
I agree.
You understand?
I agree with that.
But competition is the best thing for the team, Elite. This is facts. And Duke Shelley was not I know, because he's not that type of guy in the NFL. He was not promised a starting position. No, pretty much no NFL guy. Unless you're a superstar, you're not really promised a starting spot anyway. You know what I mean? They went and got Duke Shelley early, but they didn't say, hey, come sign with us. We're going to make sure you're a starter this year. They didn't promise that, man. Now you got to go in there and earn that. You know what I mean? But if he continues to play the way he did at the tail end of last year with Minnesota, I can definitely see him winning one of those perimeter spots. Just move Nate Hobbs back into the inside, put him in a slot where I feel he can be an all-pro talent, and I'd be happy with that. Salute to JT. Glad you touched on the intangibles like leadership and energy. No PFF stat talks about character. Really going to miss Parent. I hate PFF, man. I don't. Sometimes we read PFF because we know that some people look at that shit like the Bible. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not one of them people that really give a shit about what PFF talks about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, then you really realize who owns PFF, and you're like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like this Chris, what's his name? Right? Owns that shit. Doesn't Chris? What's his name? Worth. Chris,
so.
Yeah,
well, it's another thing that's just like it's analytics, and people that know me and
Chris Collinsworth.
People know me and how I feel when it comes to analytics, especially like even baseball. Like that shit's killing baseball tremendously. Like even managers can't manage the way they used to because they had these analytics teams. Like that shit is fucking annoying. Play the fucking game. That's it. Play the fucking game.
Facts. They love Tyler Hall in the slot, though. Yeah, definitely. And that's why I have him starting in the slot, or I'll have him starting with Hobbs on the perimeter and now Marcus Peters on the other side. Also, I guarantee you, David Long Jr. will be gone because this front office will 100% keep Sam Webb over him. I can definitely see that.
I like that.
I like David Long Jr. bringing that Super Bowl winning pedigree from the Rams. You know what I'm saying? He was there, but also I understand it. I get it. Like if he doesn't make this roster, it's not going to kill us. It's not a make or break signing with David Long Jr. But I do believe that they like Sam Webb, and I think that Graham wants to develop Sam Webb. Definitely. Salute, man, Amando. Amik or Kuntz, who would you rather have on this 53? I love Malcolm Kuntz, but I got to go with Amik. I'm going with Amik.
I'm not answering that.
Bro, I mean, look, we can go to let's just go last year. Who made the more splash plays?
Amik did. Amik, absolutely.
Who made more of a difference for this team last year?
But I realistically don't see either one of these guys making the roster. I don't.
Okay. Well, either way, I got Amik making it over Malcolm Kuntz, Mondo, clear cut. Not even in question. Pretty much last year, Kuntz was just pushed to special teams. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing because those guys are dogs. But all I'm saying is that's pretty much where he was allocated to, was the special teams unit. That was it. And I think Amik, he was forced out there last year. You know, we had some corners go down. He was forced into the starting lineup. But he did show up in certain situations. He got cooked a lot too, but he definitely performed well for us in spurts. Let me see. Shout out to Severe, man. He says, what's your thoughts on Merrick? I preferred Grant over him, Richie Grant. UCF, right? Central Florida that year. And I know you liked Holland. Both have outperformed the underwhelming safety this year. This scheme is supposed to fit him better. I'll tell you right now, Severe, I love that we got him in the second round. Because of the so-called back injury. I felt like he fell right. Like it worked perfectly for us, even though, we shit the bed in the first round. But I mean, at the end of the day, this is the make or break year for him. I like Richie Grant too. I didn't like him over Merrick at all, but I did like Richie Grant. Holland was my guy. You guys, there's going to be a few guys in a few years. I'm going to be pissed that the Raiders did not. Holland is one of them. I'm telling you now, man. Like Holland is a guy, and Tariq Woolen, two guys that I was beating the table for. Like, what are you doing? Go get these guys. Like, and there's another guy, a young guy that just signed a deal, Emmanuel Forbes, man, that signed this deal with the Commanders. He's going to be a dog too. Those are three players that I'm going to come back 5 years from now. I'm like, I cannot believe that we missed out on these guys. Now, I do believe that Tyree's going to pan out for us. So I'm not going to be that mad. But in a perfect world, if Tyree was off the board and we traded back and we got Emmanuel Forbes where he was drafted, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Go ahead.
Beavers. All right.
Ooh.
David Long versus Amik for the last roster spot.
Talk that shit, Beavers.
Amik.
Oh, you got him over David Long?
I have Amik over David Long. Already familiar with the system. Look, dude did put in some work last year. I'm not going to discredit him for everything he did last year, but yeah, I think if it was between these two, and realistically, if the money played an aspect in it as well, yeah, Meek's going to get that last roster spot.
David Long last year played in 6 games. Wait. I'm sorry. Started in 10 games last year. Let me see what he did. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. He played in 12 games last year, started in 4, had 1 pass defense, 21 combined tackles, 18 solo, 3 assists. There's that. That's pretty much it. The Rams were beat up by injury last year all over the place. Those are not stats that pop out. I mean, this guy has not 1 sack in his career, not 1, and he's a corner, so I'm not going to beat him up for it. 7 pass defense. He has 1 pick in his career.
How many years has he been in the league for?
He's been in the league for 4 seasons.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Amik trumped those picks last year. Didn't Amik had 1, right?
Yes.
Or did he have 2?
No. Harmon had 2. I believe Amik had 1, and that was that was a fumble recovery. But no, he did have an interception.
He took 1 to the crib, though, and he had a pick.
That was a fumble recovery that he took to the crib.
Denver, but then he had a pick against Arizona, and I thought he had another pick too, though. Amik had 2.
He had 2.
Yeah, he had 2. Raider, hey, rundown. Facts, bro. That's what I'm excited about. Tyler Hall, right? Who's to say that they don't look at Duke Shelley, man? Yeah, I don't think they will, but you know what I'm saying? Like, look, Nate Hobbs is going to be perimeter inside. He's going to bounce all over the place. But like, yeah, that slot is going to get intense, man. I'm excited about that competition.
We got another one. Where is it? Right here. Who's your starting front seven in 3-4 to 4-3? This is a very, very good question. Shout out to GA.
I'll take the 4-3 real quick. I'll take the 4-3 real fast.
Go.
I'm gonna go Max on the edge, Chandler on the edge. I'll go Bilal Nichols and I'll go Byron Young in the interior.
Wow. I like everything you have, but I
think Neil Farrell is gonna be okay. Go ahead.
I have Tillery there over who was the last one you said? Young?
I had Bilal Nichols and I had Byron Young.
Yeah, I have Tillery starting the season inside.
Okay. I think they're high on Neil Farrell though.
Yeah.
But man, 3-4 then. What you got on 3-4?
3-4. It depends on. All right. So for this, it's going to depend on down and distance situation.
Yes.
I'm going to say if this is a third and long situation, I'm looking at Wilson. I'm looking at Crosby on the edge. Nose tackle, probably looking at
Neil Farrell.
That's going to be tough. Probably Farrell though.
Yeah.
And then the inside linebackers, you're probably going to see Diablo. You're going to see probably Drake. No, you're going to have Masterson on the inside, and I can see Chandler Jones, and I can see Drake on the outside. But again, that would be like a third and long type situation. So where I can see something like that happening.
Chandler as an OLB. You got Drake Thomas as the other outside linebacker with the interior. You got Luke Masterson and Devon Diablo.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Let's go. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I think
if I was a defensive coordinator, that's exactly how I would play that shit out right now.
I mean, I'm a little nervous because of Drake Thomas, his athleticism. He doesn't really possess that much athleticism. Like
he's a guy that you could. He's a little bit of a sneaky motherfucker. Like
no, he does. He knows football.
If I was in that position right now as a defensive coordinator, especially on a third and long situation, I am fucking sending him every fucking time. That dude will shoot out of a cannon and he will lay a quarterback out. I'm here for it.
I like that, bro. I like that 3-4. Max, Tyree, maybe Neil Farrell as the right there. Damn, I like that. I mean, Amari Burney, damn, we don't know what we have with him yet.
Yeah,
you got to be a little.
I still think though, right now, as it stands with Drake Thomas, and I've told you guys because you know how, and again, I hate talking about analytics, but look, they will try to pin the whole Drake Thomas's size against him. Yeah. Like he's 5'11" and a half. Like
he's short.
But look, I think Amari Burney, I do see making this roster, but and we've talked about this. We talked about this maybe a month and a half ago. I'm very intrigued for this linebacking room. I'm very intrigued to see these guys in the preseason and see what they're capable of. I know it's a sample size, but I'm still very intrigued to see what this linebacking room is going to bring to the table because I'm seeing other teams. I'm seeing other teams being talked about and like what holes they have or what holes they don't have in regards to certain positions. For me right now, as it stands, I think the one questionable position for us, as a whole rather, is going to be the linebacking core right now.
They have Drake Thomas pinned at 6'1", you guys, but don't believe the hype. He's not.
He's 5'11", man.
Yeah,
he's maybe in his cleats he's 6'1", but
yeah, he's definitely not 6'1". Shout out to Rube. I'd like to see Haas back in the slot just because he's more physical. But PG and Gus Bradley asked two different things from the slot. I don't want him to have that regress like Merrick. And Rube, that's a great comment right there, brother. Like real talk. That they definitely demand two different things from the slot. And with Hobbs, he's already dealt with three different, well, no, two different. No, he was with
who?
Hobbs was under Gunther his rookie year. No. Yeah.
I think he's played under three defensive coordinators already.
Three defensive coordinators already. You know what I mean? So
and Bernie's 6'2".
Yeah. But at the end of the day, You're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is a guy that they're gonna demand a lot from him anyway, Rue. Like they're gonna demand a lot from Nate Hobbs, a guy that possesses the versatility that Graham wants. Like we said, kick in, kick out. He's gonna have to get used to it. You know what I mean? Like it just is what it is. Like I'm telling you now, Nate Hobbs is probably not gonna leave the field too much. He's gonna be out there a lot. He's going to be the workhorse on that defensive side of the ball outside of, the likes of Max Crosby on the defensive line and all that. Nate Hobbs is going to be the Max Crosby of that DB room to me. Marcus Peters is going to have his deficiencies because he's up there in age, coming off of an injury and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be the guy that Graham is going to lean on a lot. That's why I can't wait till this interview drops that Cody just did with him tonight. I can't wait because I know he asked him some good questions about that DB room, but I wish I could have asked him about Devin Witherspoon, man. I wanted to ask him about that, but no, you're right, Rube. Shout out to Rube on a $10 donation, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up if you're not subscribed to the channels. Hit that subscribe button on Spillane's hit. That was like Gary Reason's Giants linebacker versus the Donkeys when he stopped the running back from scoring his best highlight. It's like Stu when he knocked Tony Gonzalez on his ass.
God damn it.
I love Stu, you know what I'm saying? But look, Stu knows. Look, hey, Stu was a great, and that's an understatement, collegiate player. Great, phenomenal. And he was a good NFL player. But we know him as the guy that laid Tony Gonzalez on his ass. We also know him as the guy that picked Brett Favre, right? Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like he was out there. You know, say he made some big plays. Don't get me wrong, I would never take nothing away from Stu. He played around. He had some bad shit happen around. He played for some bad teams. Let's just say that. But it's the same thing. Spillane is known for that hit on Derrick Henry. Stu's known for knocking Tony Gonzalez brainless. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But no, you're right. Shit. Yeah, it's only gonna get better.
Brought back a lot of the guys that our tackles are ranked 10th in the league last season. I still think right now, as it stands, the only position that anybody needs to be looking at in training camp when it comes to the offensive line is going to be that right guard spot. That right guard spot is open for anyone and everyone. You have a lot of dogs coming into camp right now that are going to try to fight and claw for that position. I've talked about oh my God, McClendon Curtis. Yeah. I've talked about Thayer Mumford, which, look, a guy of Thayer Mumford's size being put at the guard position, I'd fucking love it. He was a guy that was on the heels of Jermaine Illuminor's right tackle spot last season. Illuminor's back. Leave Illuminor at the right tackle. He was not that bad, just a lot of boneheaded penalties, false starts, this, that, and the third. I would love to see Mumford earn and take that spot at right guard, and I think this offensive line will thrive this season.
And I'm already hearing good things about Mumford. So, hopefully Mumford comes in and balls out. And people don't realize that year when we took him in the 7th round, if he would have came out previously, he would have been more of a mid-round, early round pick out of Ohio State. That guy was a captain, a leader on that roster, a really, really good player. Question is which scheme would our defense strive in? A 3-4. Look, the NFL is different now, Callie. You have to have different looks. Yep. I remember back in the day, it was either 3-4 or 4-3. Right. Yep. Like it's not like that anymore. Like it's every defense is hybrid. You know what I mean? There's all these other numbers that make no sense. The 4-2s and fucking
4-2-5 and this and third.
Yeah, like it's so much shit going on. But like to be honest with you, you have to be able to adapt, Callie. And me personally, if we're looking at this roster right now, I would go with a 4-3. I would go to 4-3. Me personally, I think we'll strive more with Max and Chandler on the edge. You know what I'm saying? And those two DTs in the interior of the defensive line. Me personally, I think a 4-3, but it just depends. Graham is going to have different looks against whatever offense he's facing. Yep. That's just who he is. He's going to make sure he paints that picture differently week in and week out against whoever he plays against. You know what I'm saying? So, but me, with what we have, I would probably have a 4-3.
I would say the 4-3. We just talked about the 3-4 for like down and distance situations, but at the same time, again, this is not what the NFL once was. And
yeah,
we're not going to sit back with 4 defensive backs out there in certain situations. We're not going to constantly play with 2 high safeties in a 4-3 or a 3-4. Like at times, if we were to continue to stay in the old school style defense, and I grew up playing both of these defenses, like, look, you're gonna have to send that free safety up at the line and line up against the slot on one side or the other. Like, I love how things have changed over the course of time. Like, I finished my career playing in the 4-2-5, and it took a little bit to adjust, just considering what I was accustomed to.
Yeah.
But depending on your position, you pick up on it quickly. I think it's at times the responsibilities more of the edge rushers and what their responsibilities can and can't be, or they may end up they'll have these guys lined up on the outside, but you're playing coverage. You're going to play hook to curls. You're jumping to the flats. You're covering the flats. Like, for a lot of guys, it's not that easy. And like, we've seen the new ongoing trend in the league is you're drafting these safeties and you're converting them to linebackers, because nowadays these outside linebackers can't cover.
Shit.
The game has changed dramatically, and you guys can see that, especially for those that have been watching for years and years and years.
You guys are right though. Like, see, I say a 4-3. This is why I say, because then you were like, wait, no, bro. Like, you want Chandler, Max, and Tyree on the field at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So if you have Chandler as the outside linebacker that can still get to the quarterback, you got Mac. That may be like, see, man, it's just depending on who you're facing, bro.
Yep. And look, that's what Graham said when there was that interview. I think it was before he signed with us. Somebody had asked him, what's his style of defense? And look,
he said,
it pretty much, because what it is his opponents, their offensive scheme, down and distance play is a huge role in what he calls on the field. And I'm good with that. I just saw something where
real quick, let me get these supers in real quick. My apologies. Maul, Dorsett, Carter, or Sims. Who is wide receiver 5? If I had to pick one, just off production alone, it's going to be DeAndre Carter. You guys know I like Sims a lot. Dorsett is a Josh McDaniels guy. DeAndre Carter played really well for the Chargers last year, had a career year for him. But we're really, really deep in the slot position, because Jacoby's going to kick in and out. Hunter's there. DeAndre Carter can, bounce, but then we got Trey Tucker, right? So this is going to be really tricky. But if I had to pick one of those guys, I'm going DeAndre Carter. But Sims is probably going to be that guy to back up Davante. You know what I mean? Like that big body receiver that'll be on the other side. Jacoby on one side with probably Dorsett behind him, with Hunter Renfrow in the slot, with DeAndre Carter and Trey Tucker right around there.
Sims is going to have the role similar to that of Mac Hollins last year with us.
Yes.
And there's going to be certain situations where it could be a 3rd and long or a red zone situation where you're going to see Sims plugged in. Fresh Prince, no, I grew up playing receiver. I played linebacker, and semi-pro, I was playing defensive end and linebacker.
Salute to JT. My uncle was a D coordinator. Then 58 years later, boom, he died choking on a ping pong ball in a drinking game. Also, did you like Hooper as a run blocker?
What the JT? I fucking can't with you, bro.
Yo, let me say this: Hooper can block. That's not the strength of his game. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he could definitely pull if need be. So you're saying as a run blocker, right?
He's good.
He's good.
Like, he is a run block. No, like I watched him in Cleveland. I watched him in Atlanta.
Tennessee.
He's a good run blocker. Yeah,
but and also JT, I'm gonna go back and look at some film though, just because you brought that up. But he had to be playing for two heavy run teams. You know what I'm saying, with Atlanta and Tennessee.
Right.
He was still in the field a lot.
Also take into consideration Cleveland with the backfield that they had. Like, he's definitely a solid run blocker. He really is. And Tyler's saying in the chat, he's definitely a dual threat. He's absolutely a dual threat. And when we signed him, I was incredibly happy because look, he's on the field, 2-time Pro Bowler. He can do everything, and no disrespect to him, but it's not an insult. It's a fact of life. He does both things very well that Waller truly could only really do one of those things good. So,
let me see something real quick. Brandon Scott, linebacker. Wait, is that what he said?
Brendan Scarlett.
Oh, Brendan Scarlett. I'm tripping, man. Look, I'm high, man. I'm over here. I'm
Yeah,
trying to see what his stats look like. But I don't think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go that route regardless. I think with the linebackers, Marvin, I think we're sticking with what we got. I think
God, that's a big fucking linebacker.
Brendan Scarlett, like
6'4", 263. God damn.
What year is he in? Second, third year?
7.
Seventh?
It says experience 7 years. And
Oh,
this is NFL.com.
No, we definitely. Bro, how do I not know who Brendan Scarlett is? I don't even know who that dude is.
Let me see if I can find the other. Let me try this real quick.
7 years, and he's on the practice squad. Yeah, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm cool. What's the odds that we signed Alexander? You must be talking about Quan Alexander, right, Ty? I think the odds are fairly low. Like really, actually not fairly, really low. There has not been any connection with us with Quan Alexander at all. I don't think we signed him at all.
All right, so here we go with Brendan Scarlett. He has been in the league for 7 years. He played his first couple with Houston, played his last 2 in Miami. For his career, this is already a red flag. 7 years in the league, he's only played 70 games. 94 tackles, 64 assisted, 158 combined, 11 for loss, 5.5 sacks on his career, 6 pass deflections, 1 interception. Nah, that's a hard pass, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm good. But that was a sneaky name there that I haven't heard of before. So shout out to my dog, man, for putting that in the chat. Ross says most teams run a true 5-2. They run a 3-4 and walk the outside line backers up.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to Grow in the building. Small linebackers are the now. This is facts though, Joe. Real shit. Well, a lot of the times they convert, like we said, they convert those safeties. I mean, Divine Diablo's what, 6'3", 6'4"?
I think he's 6'4". I
Yeah,
want to say
Diablo,
6'4", because he's got
Diablo,
height.
I thought he was 6'4".
He's how tall?
6'3", 6'4". Yeah. So he's not a small guy. He's definitely not a small guy. Now, when you look at
6'3".
Mm-hmm. So
and now like we saw the presser during OTAs. This dude fucking put on some serious weight, man. Like not in a bad way. It's like a lot of muscle. Dude is jacked, man. I'm like, shit.
He's not playing no games, bro. And that coaching staff keeps bragging about him too, saying he's showing out. So we shall see. Let me see. Do you think Kareem Hunt? No. Tyler, I don't think any running back out there is an option for us. I think that we run with what we have. I don't think that these guys go out and sign anybody. You know what I'm saying? The Giants needed to go out and get another running back just in case Saquon Barkley doesn't show up. So James Robinson was pretty much a necessity for those guys.
They also had Breida, though. They did have Matt Breida. So when I heard somebody told me at work about the signing, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well,
and Kareem Hunt and another one of the likes of Dalvin Cook. Both of these guys, some serious off the field issues, man. For those that don't know, Dalvin Cook had a domestic, pulled a rifle out on a woman, threatened her. The Vikings were actually going to try to do some type of settlement, and this woman said, no, I'm not bringing that energy to Vegas. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, we can't do it. And we're already deep at the running back spot anyway, so there's no need to go out and get another running back. Someone go call Rolando McClain to play again. That's hilarious. Shout out to Mondo. I just say no to Kareem Hunt. And I love his game, but he's also 27, 28 years old. He's getting up there in age as well. Yeah. So, he was second fiddle to Chubb, but I mean, who wouldn't be? I mean, but there's no reason. Kareem Hunt is definitely a shell of himself from when he played his times in Kansas City. He's not the same player he once was. I'll tell you right now, that guy did shit for me last year on my fantasy team. I was so pissed, man. I had Kareem Hunt as like a fucking 4th, 5th option or something. He definitely shit the bed for me. Let me see. Fournette, he only smoked pot. No, David Montgomery's not out there, man. Crazy. He signed with the Detroit Lions early.
Good God. So they got Montgomery. They have Gibbs.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, Detroit is a sneaky team this year,
They
bro.
could win. They could potentially win the division this year.
No, they're going to win their division. They're gonna run away with it. Yeah, bro. They're winning 11, potentially 11 games this season.
What did they go last year? 9-8, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
They just missed the playoffs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate you, Vigi, on the love, on point. Keep up the great work, fellas. Shout out to Max, man. Zeus with the running over power. Abdullah with the speed and catch and run. Salute to Max, man. I know everybody's still talking about Amir Abdullah. I want to see the young pups, man. I want to see the young pups.
We know what Amir Abdullah is. Speaking of Amir Abdullah, how many carries do you think he had last year for the Raiders?
That's a good question. Chat. Hold on before you. Nah, you know what? Do it because somebody gonna Google that shit. How many carries he had? 4?
4.
Hold on. How many receptions did he have last year?
Receptions. Let me see if I can find it. This shit has 25 receptions on 32 targets for 211 yards. He only had 4 carries for 20 yards last year, bro.
Well, Josh Jacobs ran.
He played 17 games. Jacobs ran 340 carries. Carr had 24. Zamir White had 17. Bolden had 17. Jared Stidham only played in 5 games, had 14 carries. You had Hollins, Turner, Abdullah with 4 carries, Tay with 3, and Matthias Farley with 1.
Hey, and Tyler, he kicked that defender in the back of his helmet too, bro. But that's crazy. I did not know Amir only ran the ball 4 times last season.
Yep.
So we know
it's like, oh, he is a return man.
He's the receiver. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. I hope Chris Jones sits out, Ty. I hope he sits his ass down, bro. Let me see. Laugh Out Loud got a flag. McDaniels was probably mad. Yeah, but he didn't mean to kick the dude in the fucking helmet, though. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was dope.
It was dope as fuck. Abdullah should have had 2 TDs. Someone missed him in Jacksonville for a wide open TD. Oh my God, I forgot about that play. He was pissed too. He was in the back of the end zone, pissed the fuck off, bro. He ran more in preseason. Yeah, GA facts. But I mean, look, man, Amir Abdullah isn't he 31 years old?
He is up there. He is up there.
He's like 31 years old. He's 30. Yeah, like, bruh. I don't
he's
think
30.
Yeah, I don't think you want him running the ball too much anyway. Bro, we got 2 running backs on this roster that's over 30 years old. Like what? Like
we doing? What? So help me God. If they go into this season with that fucking 5-6 running back depth chart, I'm gonna lose my mind. I fucking can't, man.
Yo, bro, think it like
it's already bad. Like we have right now as it stands with the receivers. We have 11 receivers currently on the depth chart. We're gonna have to cut it down to 5, maybe 6. It's just
I'm just pissed that like you have all these young pups and you still have 2 guys over 30 years old at the running back position. Yeah, bro, it's nursing home. Facts. Like what? Like, come on, man. Hey, Josh McDaniels, man, get your shit together, bro. Because that to me that makes no sense at all. Like, come on, man. Yeah, hey, Rick. We still got Austin Walter on the practice squad. That man look like Barry Sanders in preseason, bro.
What's wrong with these guys?
Hey, that shit is crazy. But 2 OGs at the running back spot. That's crazy. We talking about Josh Jacobs being old in running back terms.
Where the hell? I just saw another one. Where is it? Our NASCAR package. I think I'm pretty sure I kind of gave it. But yeah, I got you. You got Crosby and Tyree on the edge. You're gonna have Neil Farrell at the nose tackle. On the outside, I'm looking at Drake Thomas. I'm looking at Chandler Jones, and then the inside, it could be a Diablo. And then I'm going to say a toss-up between Masterson, Spillane, and Bernie is going to be a toss-up for a NASCAR package.
I think I've kind of talked about mine, Bosby, but I'll just go D-line. Like Who'd you have on the D line? Who'd you say?
I'm only going with 3. So I got Wilson, I got Farrell, and I have Crosby on the line.
So you're running that NASCAR in the 3-4.
Yep.
See, I ran that perfect. I mean, differently. I had it as 4 edge rushers lined up on the line of scrimmage. I had it as Max, Chandler, Tyree, and Tillery.
Okay.
4 guys that can get to the quarterback. Not a true. I mean, Tillery is a true defensive tackle at this point, but that's the 4 guys that I want to see that can get to the quarterback.
Yeah. Adam Butler or Matthew Butler?
I'm going Matthew because Adam Butler's up there in age. It's another guy that people tend to forget that we had on this roster, Beavers, that we brought over from the Patriots. He's like, 33 years old or something, 32, 33 years old. I'm going Matthew Butler, second year. They drafted him out of Tennessee. I think they still want to see what they got with the guy. I'm going to be honest with you. At this point, I don't – Matthew Butler at some point, I think they're going to – hopefully, let's just say hopefully he gets the shit together this season because if he doesn't show up this year, he's out of here. He's out of here. Tyree on the edge. Okay. He said,
Brave, Darian Butler, like I said, he's got to do something in the preseason. If not, he's going to be back on the practice squad this season. And again, no disrespect to him because this was a guy I really liked last year. An ASU product, a product of former linebacker Antonio Pierce. We got to see what he does in the preseason, man.
How many picks is Peters going to get in the silver and black? Bambino, let's sign him first, brother.
Yeah.
Let's sign him first. But in a perfect world, we can get 4 to 7.
I'm saying 4.
I'll go 4.
I'll say 4 right now.
Yeah, I'll go 4. Let me see. Adam Butler went to high school with Wasted. He's 78 years old.
God damn.
Yo, that shit is funny, bro. Hey, Maul, Wasted's social security guard says, "Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it." Every time I pull that motherfucker out the wallet, that's how
can we have 2 guys with 10 or more sacks? Who? We've talked about Max and no, not ad nauseum with him, but we said he's going to go double digits. I think Chandler Jones, realistically, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 for Chandler Jones. Tyree, rookie year. I'm going to say somewhere between 6 to 8 for Tyree Wilson this year. Okay. I really only see I think Max is going to be the only guy to be double-digit sacks this season.
I'll say this, and Mo kind of put a tweet out there earlier that I seen, and I somewhat agreed with it because he said basically if Tyree does stay on the PUP list, right, and he doesn't get all the reps that he needs in training camp, he may start the season off slow. And he did say that the nation may start screaming out Cleve 2.0 and blase, blah, right? But Tyree is way more talented than Cleve Farrell. And let's just say as a rookie, you don't expect, he may not explode onto the scene off the jump. You know what I mean? We know he's coming off that surgery, PUP list, blase, blah. We got to be patient with him, you guys. I want to see what he does as a whole, but 6 to 8 sacks to me sounds about right because on a good year, when he's out there actually playing and fully healthy, that guy can have 10 plus sacks a season. That's how talented this guy is.
Yeah.
Scout said, he said Scout was going in on Mo for that. I seen that, DeMarcus. I definitely did. Twitter's a funny ass place, man.
Does Renfro need to pick up his weight for he won't be getting hurt this season? What do you think? Look, you look at Renfro, and Renfro just does not look like your typical wide receiver. Like he looks like he enjoys some high noons on his days off, and whatever the case may be.
Facts.
Well, let's see how he looks coming into camp, and we can determine. Like, I hope he stays healthy. This is another guy. Look, watching him play his first few years, like everybody was coining the phrase "Dirt and Renfro," and dude was doing his thing when his number was called. Like last year in this new system, didn't stay healthy. just was not producing, man. And we had this conversation in regards to his style of play. Renfro likes to improv.
Yeah.
He likes to improv his routes. And again, I'm still surprised that this is something that McDaniels is letting fly right now, but time will tell.
You know what's funny, man? Watch him have a great year for us.
I hope so. I hope so, because you guys have heard me, like I've said, like he might be that guy. He would be that guy that's going to be traded, and he's still here right now. I said he was going to be traded. He was going to be cut. He's still here right now. So hopefully things have changed. Hopefully this dude again stays healthy this season, and we see what we could see the Renfro of old. We'll see.
Yeah, Maul, and we finally have that.
Yeah.
We finally kind of have that gimmicky kind of guy that could return kids. We thought that maybe Turner could be that, right? We thought DJ Turner could be that guy for us. And, you know, they gave him a few shots at it, but I think Trey Tucker can be that guy, like for real. And like I said before, Vinny B was saying already that they're already trying to give him the ball all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And I think Trey Tucker can have a phenomenal year for us. It's going to take some time, though. The rookie year is still going to be modest, but at some point he's going to take off. They took him early, you guys, in the third round. They really definitely believe in what Trey Tucker brings to the table, man. Bambino says, I want to see 3 1,000-yard receivers. If it's 3, and you're not counting any tight ends then, Bambino, right? Are you? Because at the end of the day, if you're counting tight ends, it would be Davante, Jacoby, and Michael Mayer. Yep. I'm assuming that those would be the 3 guys that would get it. Now, if you don't want to count a tight end, then you're saying that Hunter's going to get 1,000 on top of Jacoby getting 1,000 and Davante. Or you're saying Davante gets 2,000 and another. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Adams, Myers, and Renfro. Yo, that would be.
Yeah. But on paper, bro, Tyler, that wide receiver room is so cold. That shit is so cold. Like Mayer and Hooper, 2 tight ends set. You got Myers on the outside. You got Davante on the outside. You got Renfro in the slot. That is a cold O right there.
This is a very, very, very valid point by John Beck. And you know what? I have forgotten.
I did too.
I totally forgot that we have Danny Amendola on this coaching staff. And look, we know realistically the Patriots offensive scheme and what they like. They like those shifty little white boys in the slot. Danny Amendola was one of those dudes, and he can definitely coach up Renfro. I have totally forgotten about that. So things could be different this year.
We cover so much shit, John, that we just totally forget about. I remember I did a full live when we brought Danny Amendola in and just told, bro, I totally forgot. I forgot about hella shit, bro. It's crazy.
Shit.
Hey, we could potentially have the hottest tight end room.
Now
I like that.
Have to rescind now. I have to rescind any shit I said about Renfro now. I'm gonna just
let me ask you guys this in the chat right now. Top 3 tight end rooms in the NFL. Top 3. You have to go. You have to go Kansas City because Kelsey's there. I don't give a fuck who else they got. It doesn't really matter. Like Kelsey's there.
Are we going tight end rooms? Or are we going by tight ends?
Okay, you know what?
Individually.
Let's not do that. Top 3 tight end rooms.
Shit.
The Raiders have to be there.
They have to be now. Yes,
with Hooper,
absolutely.
Michael Mayer, potentially Jesper Horsted, maybe Howard. Like that. That's a nice tight end room. That's a nice tight end. Baltimore as well, Franklin. There you go. Because they got a guy that I liked, Isaiah Likely, to pair with Mark Andrews. Baltimore has the number one.
KC, Sanford, and Vegas.
No, Baltimore has number 1 to me. You got Mark Andrews.
Does San Francisco have? Buffalo had.
Knox.
Shit.
We got Knox and
Kincaid.
Ooh.
Yo.
So Baltimore, Buffalo, and us. That's what I'm gonna say right now. Unless y'all prove me wrong, we gotta kick us out. Because definitely, damn, bro, Kincaid and Knox, bro. That can be one of the coldest tight end rooms.
I'm not liking week 2 anymore.
But Mark Andrews, though, and Isaiah Likely, that's a cold duo.
Likely was putting in that work when Andrews was out last
year. Hell yeah, bro.
Like, he was really going in.
Yeah. Man, that's damn, bro. I keep hearing all the comparisons for Mayer. He reminds me of TJ Hawkinson. I like that, Casper. Can block really good and great in the receiving game.
That's the first time I'm hearing Hawkinson a comparison. The one that I've heard, like, throw Gronk out the window. The two that I've heard the most was Olsen and Andrews. So I like that one though.
Tyler says Conklin and that huge fucking rookie. Oh yeah, the Jets went and got our guy out of Old Dominion, 6'9". But
no,
this is the thing, Tyler. Right? We loved him because of how tall he was, the measurables, and we thought maybe he'd be great in the passing game. This guy's not going to be able to block at all at the next level. He's not going to be able to block. He's going to get laid on his ass. Kuntz. There you go.
Kuntz.
Yeah. Like he's going to get laid on his ass if they have him out there playing like that. The guy's not going to be able to block for shit. I like Conklin. I like Tyler Conklin a lot, but there's no way in hell that I just don't see it. The guy's what, 6'8", 6'9". He's going to have to put some weight on him too. That dude, bro, he going to get pancaked, bro. For real, bro. Put him out there and try to have him block. He going to get pancaked, bro. Could you imagine Kuntz trying to block Max Crosby?
Nope.
You are going to get cooked. Michael Mayer equals Foster. No, he's going to be way better than Foster Moreau. Way better. That Buffalo game, I hope we keep it competitive. I'm going to be honest. If we can beat Buffalo in Buffalo, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. That Denver game is going to be close, you guys. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. But if you go to Buffalo and pull that one off, oh, my God, bro. Hey, that's another one, Tyler. Darnell Washington. Yeah, I like that. There's a lot of great tight end rooms. Henry Christian just never stay healthy. He never stays healthy. I know New England picked up Gesicki too, right?
Yes.
So that's a great receiving option for them. But Hunter Henry's never healthy.
Remember who did they have not so long ago? They had Hunter Henry and
Jonah. They had Jonah Smith.
I was like, when they had that duo, I'm like, this could be a very cold tight end room. And
it ended up not being shit.
Jonnu Smith was a hell of a lot better when he was in Tennessee.
They also struggle at the quarterback position. So it kind of, you have to look at that as well. Let me see, man. Get a couple more questions in, you guys. We're over an hour and a half right now. Salute to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you guys just shooting this shit, having some fun tonight, man. Talking football. Let me see. I know, I want to bring up the schedule again too at some point soon and talk about that. I want to attack that at some point. Definitely talk about it.
And we will be back here on Tuesday, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Graphk, me, Beast, Best, live call-in show. Pull on up Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be talking the recent Raiders news. Training camp will be underway with everybody there, and we will be taking your calls on the recent Raiders news as it happens, and any other questions you guys have. So Tuesday night, pull on up, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll be doing the simulcast on both of our channels. You guys are not going to want to miss it, so make sure to pull up. Hit that bell, smash that bell rather. Smash that bell to stay up to date with all notifications. So when we're on, you guys pull on up and have a good time.
Rube, no. Well, you know what? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, definitely. The only person I thought that maybe wouldn't would be Austin Hooper because two-time Pro Bowl veteran guy. But no, I think they all do. I think Jesper's going to get a lot of reps. I think Michael Mayer's going to get a lot of reps. And Howard's definitely, because we're still questioning if this guy's even going to make this roster. So, but I think Hooper is the one that's going to take the least amount of reps because they already know what they have with him. You know what I mean? And look, we all believe that Michael Mayer is going to be the next best thing at the tight end position for us. But at the end of the day, he's still a rookie. He needs as many reps as he can. So it is what it is. But yeah, man. With that being said, you guys, you already know what time it is, man. I'm going to let my brother get off and go spend some time with his family. I'm going to do the same thing. I got a couple more hours of my twins' birthday, so I'm going to enjoy that with them. With that being said, you guys, make sure you guys wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button on both channels. OakLosVegas.com for the drip. Make sure you guys go get some new clothes. We got some new stuff that's lit on the channel. I mean, on the website, PlanetRaiders.com. Go over there and subscribe as well. Other than that, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We gone.